In the quiet town of Eldridge, where the streets wound like forgotten memories, there stood an old Victorian house at the end of Maple Lane. It had been abandoned for decades, the paint peeling away like the husks of long-forgotten secrets. Ivy snaked up its walls, and the windows, clouded with dust, stared out like the eyes of a haunting reminder of what once was. One afternoon, curiosity got the better of Clara, a local historian drawn by tales of the house's eeriness. As she stepped inside, the faint scent of mildew attacked her senses, heavy and unyielding, mingling with the musty perfume of old wood. The air felt thick, almost choking, yet she pressed on, each creak of the floorboards beneath her feet echoing in the silence like whispered warnings. In the corner of the parlor, a door caught her attention, the wood dark and unblemished amidst the decaying surroundings. It was sealed tight, strange and out of place, with a small rusted padlock dangling beneath a faded sign that read simply, "Do not open." An uneasy shiver ran down Clara's spine, yet an undeniable pull urged her closer. As she leaned in, the lingering scent of candle wax from an age-old vigil seemed to whisper through the cracks of the door. It was wrong. Something about it felt profoundly wrong, as though she had disturbed a sacred space. Clara paused, a knot of anticipation tightening in her stomach. Then she tried the handle. It didn't budge. Outside, the wind howled through the cracked window panes, sending a shiver through the room that made her instinctively pull her jacket tighter around her. She could almost hear her heartbeat, drumming loudly against the encroaching stillness. A bead of cold sweat formed on her brow as a chill spread through the air, a cold that didn't belong in the heat of summer. She reached for the door again, pressing her ear against the wood, hoping to catch a sound from within. Only silence greeted her. Then another sensation struck, her breath fogged in the sudden coolness, a stark contrast to the warmth enveloping her moments before. The stale air felt unnaturally alive, swirling with unspoken dread. Clara stepped back, her heart racing. Something stirred behind the door, a soft, almost imperceptible scratching, like a desperate plea for release. She hesitated, the sense of duty as a historian at odds with the primal instinct to flee. But the scratching intensified, uneven and frantic, clawing at the door as if something wished to be let out. Against her better judgment, she fished the small key from her pocket, a tribute from the town's past, and inserted it into the lock. With a swift turn, the padlock crumbled away and the door swung open, creaking ominously on its hinges. The room was shrouded in darkness, a distance cloaked in shadows, yet as she stepped inside, Clara froze. The walls were lined with old photographs, their faces blurred and indistinct, as if trapped in a fog of regret. But in the center of the room was a solitary object, an old, cracked mirror, its surface dull and dusty. As she approached, her reflection wavered, distorted and unfamiliar. Then, in that fleeting moment of clarity, she saw it, an ashen figure behind her, its face shrouded in a film of sorrow, lips moving silently. Panic surged through her veins, and she turned to escape, but the door slammed shut, the echo of her heartbeat drowning out the silence. In that instant, she understood. The house had been a prison, a collector of lost souls. It coveted secrets, ensnaring those who dared to breach its silence. Clara's fate was now entwined with the spirits captured within. She could feel the weight of their despair pressing down on her. Somewhere in Eldridge, the house stands still, untouched yet brimming with whispers, waiting for the next curious soul to stumble upon its sealed door, unaware of the haunting that calls for new company, forever chained to the shadows of their own making.